Here we have a SAT math problem. Okay, let's cover the question. Here we have an equation that is P equals to 50 times n negative 200 over n positive k. The profit P from a car was modeled by the equation above, where n is the number of cars and k is a constant. Which of the following expressions represents n? Okay, here we have to solve for n in this equation in terms of the other variables. Okay, now let me take this equation and solve for n. That is P equals to 50 n negative 200 over n positive k. Okay, first let me subtract k from both sides of the equation to get rid of this positive k over here on the right side. Then this positive k, negative k will cancel out. I am getting p negative k on the left side. On the right side we have 50 n negative 200 divided by n. Okay, now let me multiply both sides of this equation by n. When I do so, this n will cancel out. I am getting n times p negative k equals to 50 n negative 200. Okay, here this 200 is having negative sign, but when I go over the answer choices, in all the answer choices, this 200 is positive. So let's make this a negative 200 as positive 200. For that, we have to add 200 to both sides. Okay, let me do it. When I do so, this negative 200 positive 200 will cancel out. I am getting n times p negative k positive 200 equals to 50 n. Okay, now let me take the same equation over here. That is n times p negative k positive 200 equals to 50 times n. Okay, now let me subtract this term from both sides because our aim is to solve for n, and this term contains n and this term contains n, and we have to get the terms which contain n on one side of the equation so that we'll be able to solve for n. So for that we have to get rid of this n term on the left side over here. Let me subtract n times p negative k from both sides. Let me do it. Okay, when I do so, this positive value and negative value will cancel out. I'm getting 200 on the left side. On the right side, we have 50 n negative n times p negative k. Okay, 200 equals to, now let's look at this one and this one. Both the terms of the greatest common divisor n, so we can factor n out. So when n is factored out, to get the stuff inside the parenthesis, we have to divide both the terms over here by the one I factored, that is n. When I divide this one by n, I'm just getting 50. When I divide this one by n, I'm getting negative of p negative k. Okay, here 200 equals to n times 50. We can distribute this negative sign to this one and this one. When I do so, negative p positive k. Okay, here 200 equals to n times 50. Let me write this positive value at first, that is 50 positive k, and then let me write this negative p next. Okay, I just wrote this one after 50, and I wrote this negative p at last. Okay, our aim is to solve for n, so then we have to get rid of this stuff which is multiplied by n. For that, we have to divide both sides by this one, that is 50 positive k negative p. Let me do it on the left side as well. That is 50 positive k negative p. Then this one will cancel out. Now I get 200 over 50 positive k negative p. On the right side, I just have n. Okay, now I have solved for n equals to 200 over 50 positive k negative p. We find this stuff exactly in answer choice C. The correct answer choice for this question is C.